It's Sunday, June 8th, 2025. As I'm filming this video right now, all hell is breaking loose in Los Angeles, California. You are seeing a societal breakdown on the streets of Los Angeles, civil unrest taking place. It is unbelievable how this thing is intensifying just from yesterday to where it is today. We are watching law enforcement being attacked, bricks, rocks being thrown at them. You're looking at buildings being vandalized, graffitied, windows broken. It's unbelievable watching this lawlessness, which is only 2 hours from where I'm making this video. And why? Why is it happening? Well, ICE went in and arrested some very, very bad people yesterday. People that took human life, people that did things, very, very bad things to little kids, some very, very bad people. And this is what the citizens of Los Angeles are lashing out at. They don't want these people arrested. They don't want these people taken away and put back and brought back to their original countries of origin. No, the citizens of Los Angeles who are on the streets right now raising all hell, they don't want these people prosecuted. They don't want these people arrested. This is unbelievable what is going on. And, it's very concerning because I was thinking last night, think about how many gang members are in Los Angeles County. I saw an estimate of about 150,000, over 300,000 in the state of California. Think about how this thing could really erupt. It's a complete powder keg right now. Somebody starts popping up off a couple rounds, and all hell really begins to break loose. This is a perfect time, ladies and gentlemen, for something very, very serious to happen. You have some very, very bad people in this country watching this from very bad places around the world who are here right now. Just imagine if they shut the power down, massive cyber attack, something went off. All of our resources now are right here in Los Angeles, California. Thousands of police officers, law enforcement, 2,000 National Guards arrived late last night, early this morning, now in Los Angeles. And I believe more are on the way as this thing is absolutely imploding. It is absolutely disgusting. And I haven't seen Karen Bass come out and speak publicly. I have not heard Gavin Newsom come out and speak publicly to diffuse the situation. We should have Schiff, Newsom, Bass. They should all be coming out, I don't care, multiple times a day, telling these people to go home. We don't want violence. Diffuse the situation. They're not doing it. They're not doing it because they want things to get ugly. And of course, they'll blame Mr. T, right? Look, either this country has laws or it does not. And these people that they arrested yesterday did some horrible, vile things to people. And they should not be here. You would not want these people walking the streets of your neighborhood. But in Los Angeles, I guess these people do want them walking on their streets. It's absolutely sickening. Absolutely sickening. Another thing I'm observing right now as this is going nuts is all these foreign flags on the streets of Los Angeles. Foreign flags. Why are we seeing foreign flags on the streets of America while people are throwing bricks and rocks at U.S. law enforcement? Very, very dangerous. This thing is really, really heating up. Feel free to comment down below. I don't get political, don't want to get political, but look, we have laws. You follow them or you don't. You start, throwing bricks and rocks at police, vandalizing buildings, vandalizing cars, vandalizing law enforcement vehicles, then you're going to pay the price. Then the laws have to be enforced. I think everybody has the right to protest peacefully, but they're shutting down public streets. They're vandalizing people's cars. This is absolutely wrong. Wrong. No matter if you're right, left, in the middle, you cannot be vandalizing buildings, stores, breaking windows, attacking police, hurting people. Unbelievable. So we've got foreign flags. We've got people that believe that these criminals should not have been arrested. and sent back to their countries of origin, that people that hurt little kids, people that hurt women, people who take the lives of others, that no, they should not be arrested. They should not be put away. No, unbelievable. The lawlessness that we're seeing and the hatred for America that we are seeing. Really, really sad. All hell breaking loose right now. What tonight brings, who knows? It could get very, very intense tonight. National Guard arrives in LA after Trump orders deployment to contain immigration protests. Gavin Newsom, our governor, called it inflammatory. I was watching this last night also, and I could not believe the amount of police out there. National Guard was arriving last night. Again, I don't know why Newsom, Schiff, Kamala Harris even, Bass, why are these people not coming out and being vocal today all over the news, in public, wherever, and diffusing the situation? But watching this last night, was very interesting. But I think tonight it's going to be at a whole nother level. I think tonight this thing's going to get much more intense. Comment down below on any of this. How do you feel about this? About so-called Americans on the streets attacking our police for enforcing the law. I don't understand this. I don't understand this. You know, I've got some other news I want to share with you today, but this is just what's happening right now as I'm filming this. We have the television on in the house, and it is just unbelievable. I'm seeing kids out there like 12, 14 years old also. Where are their parents? And will these people be on the streets tomorrow, or will they be at work? Or, you know, we have so many people now that are just mooching off the system, taking all the WIC, all the SNAP, all the government subsidies, and I guess they have time to ride their skateboards and their dirt bikes and their electric bikes and go out and throw bricks and rocks at law enforcement. I hope these people get caught. The FBI says they're going to look for every one of them that threw rocks and bricks at the vehicles yesterday. I hope they catch every one of them. I hope they throw the book at them. You are watching massive civil unrest take place. And I think it's a little bit happening in New York also. But this can pick up across the country. And it's just another testament to just how divided this nation is and how many people hate this nation who live here every day, take the subsidies, take the opportunities, take the jobs, take the housing, take everything that America has to offer, the school systems, the education, the health coverage, everything, and then fly the flag of another country, attack law enforcement, and then spray paint that death to America, hatred of America. They were spray painting death to cops, death to America. Unbelievable what we're watching and what's going on right now. It's infuriating to live in this country that has given people freedom, opportunity, a chance. It feeds a lot of people who cannot work. We have all these things like SNAP and WIC to feed people, and now we're finding out that many of these people could go out and work. They're able-bodied, and yet we're still feeding them. And these people are still angry at America. I mean, we're reaching a breaking point here in America, and we have so many resources now going to this situation in Los Angeles that what if some type of terroristic attack took place right now in Los Angeles? What if something like that took place? What if a cyber attack hit California, grids go down, and all this is unraveling? It's so dangerous. There's so many gangs. We have thousands of gangs in California, 150 plus thousand gang members in Los Angeles alone, over 300,000 in the state. And this is just an opportunity to destroy the city, hurt law enforcement, hurt people, hurt the country. Very, very dangerous time. And I hope that this thing settles down tonight. But right now, it looks like it is getting more unwound. So pay attention to it. Keep an eye on it. Let me know your thoughts on this. Again, none of this news to me is really even that important right now, because 2 hours away, all hell is breaking loose, and we're seeing civil unrest here in America. Foreign flags flooding the streets, attack on our law enforcement, attack on businesses and buildings, and you're looking at public thoroughways being shut down. And this is costing millions of dollars of resources to have troops and law enforcement there, and it's giving everybody, I mean, a huge headache that might be trying to get home. They're shutting down roads, and it's just a very, very difficult time for people, especially that live in these areas, that are watching this, that are scared to death to leave their homes. Very, very bad stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Let's shift gears here a little bit. Musk hit Besant like a rugby player. A White House fight, Bannon claims. Let me repeat this. Musk hit Besant like a rugby player in White House fight, Bannon claims. This is on The Hedge today. And this is all over social media, on a lot of different sites. But can you believe what is happening? So we're seeing the streets of America in a societal breakdown now. And this fight now that I think is probably got some truth to it. Apparently what happened was both of them were pitching their picks for the IRS commissioner to the president. And Trump agreed with Scott Bessent, went with Michael Falkender. And I guess Elon Musk was upset, and he was verbally jabbing at Bessent. They were going back and forth. And then apparently he drove his shoulder into the midsection of Scott Bessent. Scott Bessent apparently cracked him. Can't believe this. So this is what's going around right now. So unbelievable. Unbelievable. Daily Mail, the silent bloodbath that's tearing through the middle class and rapidly flipping the U.S. economy on its head. We've been warned for years now about AI and how this is going to replace so many jobs, robots and technology. All this AI going to replace so many jobs. And it's about to automate away a lot of jobs here in America, and it's happening right now as layoffs sweep across this country. I was at Home Depot about 2 weeks ago, and I could not believe that, and I don't go to Home Depot very often. I had not been there a long time, apparently, but every checkout was automated. Every one of them, automated. The last time I was at Home Depot, probably, I don't know, a year ago, there was cashiers there. It's completely automated. And so this is another example. I see it at Lowe's also, and soon you'll see it more at the grocery store. It's there now, but pretty soon it'll all be automated, self-checkout. What's going to happen? We have so many people in this country from all over the world, okay? And they're going to need jobs. They're going to need to eat. And you're looking at AI now replacing all these jobs. And so you have Americans that are going to need jobs, and then you're going to have tens of millions of people from the outside who are here now that are going to have to feed themselves. And without a job, how do they do that? This is not good, ladies and gentlemen. Things we better all be thinking about. So, be cautious about, the type of work you do, the field you're in. If you're in college or going into college, what do you want to specialize in? Because this could all change in a matter of 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. It's all going to look different. $1 billion battery plant pauses construction amid electric vehicle and tariff uncertainty. Japanese company Automotive Energy Supply has halted the construction of a $1.6 billion plant. I believe this is in South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina. They're worried about EV incentives now going away. The loss of tax breaks, and the issue with tariffs now. So this is going to change the EV world. It's going to turn it upside down, basically. And so now this $1.6 billion plant is now in jeopardy, and so are those jobs. Here's another one. Will Beijing de-dollarize or dump U.S. Treasury debt? Comment down below. I want to know your thoughts. This is an article on The Hedge today. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but will China begin to distance itself from the United States? Yes, it will, of course, because it's already doing that right now. If you haven't been reading, and there's really no news of this, China built a railway from China to Iran, a $400 billion trade deal. You think they're not already beginning de-dollarization? BRICS nations, does that ring a bell? Gold, all the gold stockpiling that they're doing, does this ring a bell? Of course they are. At some point, I think we're going to see a massive sell-off of U.S. Treasury debt, and this may hurt China a little bit, but it's going to hurt America too. But I think China is willing to feel the pain. I don't think America is. We've gotten very, very soft here. So yes, there will be pain on both sides. But at the end of the day, China makes everything. They're manufacturing everything. They will manufacture and build their way out of it with the BRICS nations, with the new railway to Iran, and quite possibly gold-backed currencies. So the world is changing, ladies and gentlemen, and make sure that you can adapt with it. If you don't have any gold or silver right now, go to my link down below. Get yourself some gold or some silver or both. SD Bullion, link down below. You know, a lot of people are advising that, you know, you have 10 to 15% of your investment portfolio in the metals. I will tell you this. I have a lot more than 10 or 15% personally, and I'm not giving anybody financial advice. But when you look at and read this data and you see what China's doing and you see what the BRICS nations are doing and you see the chaos now here in America and the fact that the dollar is going to continue to die off, it's probably going to land up being another peso. And if that's true, people holding paper, stocks, bonds, dollars, you're going to get absolutely crushed. You need to be holding some real assets like gold and silver. Me personally, I'm well above that 10 to 15% threshold, way above it, because to me personally, where else is there to go other than gold and silver, especially gold? But I think silver is going to go on a run here at some point. Rickards, the truth about Fort Knox and gold leasing. Another article on the Hedge Today. If you get a couple minutes, check it out. Whatever happened to that visit? What happened to that visit? Scott Bessent says the gold's there. He's confident that it's there. I think Jim Rickards believes it's there too. The question is that gold ours or is it leased gold? Who owns the gold that is in Fort Knox? If it's there, if it's real, then is it ours or did we lease it from multiple countries? And I think that a lot of the big players out there who are stockpiling gold actually don't want to talk about gold. In fact, the less that they speak about gold, the better. So I think the solution right now is for a lot of people out there, the solution is not to be gambling in the stock market, not to be gambling in all these cryptos. Maybe the solution is to actually own some of this stuff. That some of these big players, countries like China, Russia, India, and America, stockpiling this stuff. We know that they were emptying out the vaults in London to get gold back over here. Why? So what's going on? All I know is this. I'm 2 hours away from a lot of chaos. This country's severely divided. We got wars in the Middle East. We got wars in Eastern Europe. We got wars on the streets of America now. And I think that you're only going to see the metals continue to go up. Last couple articles here. Rising costs of food. I was reading this article today. Just to go out and have spaghetti and meatballs, $40, $37, $27, $38, depending on where you go, what part of California you're in. And they're blaming this on rising gas prices, labor costs, electricity, insurance, workman's comp, shipping costs, food prices, etc. If I want to have spaghetti out here in the valley, just a mediocre spaghetti, a mediocre restaurant, $28 for spaghetti and 2 little meatballs. $28 for some noodles, marinara sauce, and 2 meatballs. That's before tip. That's before tax. It's unbelievable what is going on. FBI vows to find protesters throwing rocks at ICE vehicles in Los Angeles. I'm going to end with this last article. Again, they were out arresting some very, very bad people that did some very heinous crimes. And these people are throwing rocks at the people that went and took these bad people off the streets of America. Complete lawlessness. I just can't even put this into words when I'm watching on the television right now. I'm sure many of you are watching some of the news and seeing some of this. Again, we've got cartels out here. It's a perfect time for something very, very bad to happen. We got a lot of gangs out here. This is a powder keg, ladies and gentlemen. Please say a prayer for Los Angeles. Say a prayer for California that things de-escalate and that more people don't get hurt, especially law enforcement. And pray to God this country comes together. I don't know where the loyalty has gone for America. It seems that so many people, especially in our big cities, have no loyalty to this country, no loyalty to America. But they don't mind taking the free food, the free housing, the free health care. They don't mind taking jobs. They don't mind taking free stuff. But they do mind when you take bad people off the streets of America. It's absolutely disgusting. It's repulsive. Pray for California. Pray for this country, ladies and gentlemen, because what's happening here is going to start heading across the country. It's already happening in New York. We've seen Minneapolis. We've seen many cities. This could ignite things in Chicago, Minneapolis, New York, Philadelphia, Detroit, you name it. This could spark big problems. So pray that we have de-escalation and that a miracle takes place. But we got so many people with so much hatred that, are we going to see some type of civil war in America? I hope not. I pray not. I'm going to leave it there today. God bless all of you. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. Be safe out there.